There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. Their Arctic trails have secret tales that will make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was on the marge, on Lake Barge.
I cremated Sam McGee. Sam McGee was from Tennessee where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the South to roam round the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. Though he'd often say in his homely way that
I'd sooner live in hell.
On Christmas Day, we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold, through the parka's fold it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd close and the lashes froze till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee.
A pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. We started on the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on the sleigh and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. There wasn't a breath in the land of death, and I hurried horror-driven, where the corpse have hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was a lash to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and brains, but you promised true, and it's up to you to cremate those last remains. Now a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, in my heart how I cursed that load. In a long, long night by the lone firelight, while the huskies round in a ring, they howled out their woes to the homeless snows. Oh God, I loathe the thing. And every day that quiet clay seemed to heavy and heavier grow. On I went, though the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad and I felt half mad, but I swore I would not give in. I'd often sing to the hateful thing and it hearkened with a grin.
Till I came to the marge of Lake Barge, and a derelict there lay. It was dammed in the ice, but I saw a trice, and it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought of it, and I looked at my frozen chum. Then here, I said, with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. The flames just soared, and the furnace roared, such a blaze you seldom see. Then I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stepped in Sam McGee.
Then I made a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so, and the heavens scowled, for the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks. I don't know why, but the greasy smoke and the inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I don't know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and they danced about. Ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll take a peep inside. I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked, and the door I opened wide. There sat Sam, looking cool and calm, and the heart of the furnace roared. He wore a smile, you could see a mile, and he said, please close that door. It's fine in here, but I greatly feel your fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, it's the first time that I've been there. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. Their Arctic trails have secret tales that will make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was on the marge, on Lake Barge.
I cremated